It is time for another episode of Brawl News, your favorite place to get all your information on developments inside the Brawl Stars community that is outside of the game. And today, we have a very interesting episode for you all. Yes, you saw the title right. We have Morse code inside of Brawl Stars, more specifically inside of the new environment that could be giving us some secret information on upcoming events here inside of Brawl Stars. We have other things to get into as well. Hope you guys are all excited for this episode. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Now guys, before we get into the news in today's video, I'd first like to start off with we're finally getting into our juicy giveaways. Guys, I had to hold out for the Rogue Mortis skin to come out. As you can see, it's 14 hours and 15 minutes away at the point that I'm recording this video, so tomorrow is the blessed day. Rogue Mortis is coming our way. Lyrical genius, I know. But guys, what I'm planning on doing is announcing 3 different winners in tomorrow's video. I'm going to be coupling Brawl Pass along with the Rogue Mortis skin. So if you end up winning, you'll get a Brawl Pass activation, 170 gems, plus the gems that'll take to get Rogue Mortis. So it should be a really fun giveaway. I didn't want to do it separate. I want you guys to, yes, get the Brawl Pass so you can progress in the game, as well as Rogue Mortis. My fan base needs Rogue Mortis. We're fans of Mortis here. You need the skin. So I'm going to be picking those winners in tomorrow's video. So all you gotta do in order to enter is make sure to like this video, comment something down below, as well as be subscribed to the channel. It should be a lot of fun. We're definitely getting Rogue Mortis tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a fun episode. And then in other news, before we get into the juiciness in today's video, I just got to give you guys all a warm thank you for the birthday wishes yesterday. I really do appreciate it. It was a very fun day, so thank you guys for doing that. But without any further ado, let's get into the information. So we're going to be starting off today with probably the most interesting information on deck, and that is there's a Morse code machine on the new environment in Brawl Stars. As you all know, with this Tar's Bazaar environment change in the game for the Brawl Pass that came out for Season 1, we have a few different maps with this beautiful environment. It's one of my favorites in the game in a very long time. Super pretty to play on, but you guys can check this out in friendly battles yourself. So when you're spawning in, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, it's very brief, but there is a machine blinking, and it's really surprising that a lot of people caught on, but I want to show you guys a little bit of a closer look. Okay, so we caught some safety. Now, as you can see, the machine is on the top left, up on that wall, but there is like a cord hanging down where there's a flashing light that blinks in Morse code. People picked up on that. I can't believe it. And even deciphered it. But let's get into the deciphered Morse code and what this actually could mean leading in the future. Really interesting. So we're transitioning over here to Reddit, and huge props to Zipper04 for actually decrypting this and making a fun video for the community over on Reddit. As you can see, got a lot of traction and a lot of chit chat. We have 212 comments on this post. People getting really deep into this mystery and fun. Very fun in my opinion, but let's take a look at this video. You guys watch it through and let me know what you're all thinking. So here we go. So before we go any further, there was a small error by the author of this post, and he pointed it out in the comments. As you can see, Zipper saying, sorry to break it to you, but there was a big mistake in the video. I accidentally replaced the letter K with R, the very first R, so it's going to be shaping out to be WKBRL as the final encryption or decryption of the Morse code. And he goes on and saying, I'm really sorry, but either way, it's such a cool post, but the actual outcome is WKBRL, and they're there is some conspiracy of what this actually could mean. Now, the community at the moment is kind of in a tug-of-war, broken down into two separate meanings or two different ways to look at these different letters coming from the Morse code. One of them being each of these letters representing a specific word, so drawn out into a sentence. So W meaning something, K meaning something, B meaning something, and so on and so forth. And the second way to look at it, and probably the more popular opinion amongst the community in this post, is it's broken into two separate words, WK meaning something, and then BRL meaning something. A comment from E before the A sheds light on this theory, and he's definitely not the only one bringing this up, but as you can see, he points out his first point. This is the only big brain post on the sub. I don't know if I agree with that, but still kind of funny. But the second point is BRL is definitely Brawl, and I don't know what WK stands for, so I'm kind of in the same boat that BRL could mean Brawl, and it's broken into a three-letter depiction of Brawl, but WK is kind of the dark horse. There's a lot of people having a tough time figuring out what that could potentially mean. Some people thinking that it stands for weak. At this post down here, Zipper, the author of this post, saying that it could mean weak, so WK in the beginning meaning weak, and then the second portion meaning Brawl, so weak Brawl. Week of Brawl? We don't know quite yet. Again, super interesting. I'm liking the way this is going. Morse code in Brawl Stars. Guys, you couldn't ask for any more juicy sneak peeks and Easter eggs to get the community all excited over one thing. I love it. Another post here from Super S06. If you all are interested, this is the actual Morse code that was shown in the video above, as well as is playing currently as we speak if you go into friendly battles. And as you can see, we get confirmation from Zipper, again the author of the post, saying that this is correct. So if you guys want to look into this any further, do your own analysis of the Morse code, feel free. Really cool. Another comment that I wanted to bring up with all of you guys, which I found incredibly interesting, was posted by Clearly Welsh, and all the points are really cool, but I wanted to hone in on a few specific ones. As you can see in the third paragraph, the fact that every environment has seemingly had a Brawl crown of sorts added to it ensures of a hint. I found this point incredibly interesting because in our last Brawl News episode, we brought up the fact that there are crowns now scattered across Brawl Stars in every single game mode and on every single map or environment. Not every single map, but in specific environments pertaining to a potential new wide range theory in Brawl Stars, or environment change coming to Brawl Stars, or just something huge. We will be getting into that point about the crowns a little bit later on in today's video, but I also found it pretty interesting a few more points. In the fourth paragraph, as you can see, Clearly Welsh explains, Daryl also had his voice lines added which hint at him potentially not being who he says he is. He's some sort of fake pirate. Whether he's wearing a suit or controlling Daryl, it's definitely hinted at. And then he goes on in saying, also confirmed by Frank over on Twitter, who said something along the lines of Daryl may not turn out to be who you think he may be. So this was a while back, and I can't find the source tweet from Frank, but still, if I'm kind of going on the word of Clearly Welsh here, and he isn't saying verbatim of what Frank actually says, he's kind of just summarizing the true meaning, and that is Daryl may not turn out to being who you think he is. It could mean something down the road. So the last thing I'm going to be bringing about this whole Daryl thing that a lot of people have been talking about as of recently, and it may be getting a little bit too deep in the conspiracy theory rabbit hole, but Daryl's voice acting, a lot of people have been explaining, doesn't kind of fit him, seemingly almost like he's got a different personality or someone else is talking for his character. Also, there is a very interesting voice line that makes people question what Daryl truly is.
Respect the role! That's how I roll! 100% certified pirate. Totally legit pirate over here.
So in the voice lines, there's one of them saying totally legit pirate here. So some people are thinking that this could be a form of sarcasm. And another thing that you need to keep in mind is that Daryl's voice acting is kind of goofy in and of itself. He's cracking some jokes, so that could be just kind of fitting for him saying totally legit pirate here. Some people saying that it could be just the fact that he is a robot and he's saying like totally legit pirate because most of the time pirates are humans. But some people thinking that maybe it's leading to the fact that he isn't what he actually is. But another thing that is kind of deeper into the rabbit hole, definitely kind of stretching things here, but still adding to the fun and mystery of this little thing that people are pointing out. Now, like I mentioned before, in how fitting it actually was to see that comment bringing up the crowns in the different environment here in Brawl Stars, we have new developments on this little theory. Develop Art, with the help of Welcome Dammy, brought this up a few weeks ago, pointing out all the different examples of crowns crowns in the game, and I brought this up in our last Brawl Talk episode asking you guys what this could potentially mean, and I had further dialogue with Develop Art on his perspective on what this could potentially mean in the game, and it was really, really interesting, and I think you guys would all enjoy it. And I want to make sure that I have permission from Develop Art to show some of these DMs that we exchanged together. Make sure to go follow Develop Art, links in the description down below. He's been helping out in the Brawl community in such a big way, developing all these amazing artworks like his name implies, that I'm sure you guys would all enjoy. He deserves our support. But let's get into the information. So the first bit of news surrounding these crowns that I wanted to share with all of you guys is a closer look at the crowns and what they look like. In the pictures, they are very small and hard to look at very discrete details of it. So Develop Art blew the image up so you guys can see it a little bit closer. So nothing crazy about it. It is like a star crown, but a huge smiley face on it. And Develop Art actually has some theories surrounding what this could potentially mean. So diving a bit deeper into the conversation that I had with Develop Art after I posted that Brawl News video surrounding the crown, and he sent me the crown picture that you guys just ended up seeing. So I ended up saying in response to the crown, "Dang man, that is really cool looking. I wonder what it's for." And then Develop Art goes on in saying his take on what this could mean. So he says, "I am thinking about this considering all the earlier facts about the game. It might be a hint towards the fact that Brawl Stars is an amusement park, and this is like a paper crown which you can get on the entrance. We'll have to see." So definitely an incredibly interesting take from someone who is definitely active inside of the Brawl Stars community. So basically his whole theory surrounding the crowns is that it is a mass theme change or story for Brawl Stars in general, not just like a theme change being hinted at coming to the game, which we've seen in the past from small Easter eggs on specific maps in the game. This one meaning or leading to a overall Brawl Stars meaning or theme in the game. And Develop Art thinks that it is an amusement park, each of the environments in Brawl Stars pointing towards a specific ride in the game or just different areas inside of the amusement park. If you really think about it, we don't really have an actual collective of what these different environments are leading to or what the overall meaning of all of it actually is. Is it just a story that everything is connected to, or is it actually an amusement park out there that is leading to something bigger when an update comes in the near future? We'll have to wait and see. And what's the significance of the crown? Why would you get the crown when riding a ride or getting on a ride or something like that? And getting a little bit deeper, if you think about it guys, in the gem grab theme we have mine carts that are constantly moving around the map. It could be some form of a roller coaster of some sort. So really, really interesting way to look at it. But yeah, guys, you should all let me know what you're thinking about those last two items of Brawl News, the crowns in the game, as well as the Morse code. What is this all leading up to? I feel like as of recently, the sneak peeks or the Easter eggs in the game have been very elaborate and fun to get the community all riled up over one thing, and it might be leading to something big coming in the near future. So make sure to stay tuned to more developments on these types of things. We'll be covering it firsthand on the Ray Brawl Stars channel. You can bet on that. In other news, and the final big news of today's video is, as you can see, the Supercell Make campaign for the superhero or villain B&BB skin design competition has concluded. It closed, or at least the voting closed, the 10th of May, so about 8 days ago at the point that I'm recording this video, and the winners will be announced the 24th of May, so right around the corner here. And it looked like the kind of the skins that were at the top when I last visited Supercell Make were still there. Super Gladiator BB ending with 80,000 votes on the skin, so we might be seeing something like this coming to Brawl Stars here in the near future, as well as a few other ones that came in clutch at the very end coming towards the top. We'll have to see what the Brawl Stars dev team ends up picking. And another big question that I have with this Supercell Make is if we are getting one of each skin, or are we getting two of each, kind of like the Bonanza campaign ended up having. We got two bow skins there. It'd be cool to get like a superhero and a villain for each skin, in my personal opinion, so 4 skins coming. And that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for, but definitely a bunch of amazing skins. I'm definitely looking forward to future campaigns here in Brawl Stars and what the artists in the Brawl community have to offer. It's really, really cool. I love these campaigns, so much hype surrounding them, and hopefully you guys are enjoying them as well. But yeah, everyone, that is it for the news in today's video. You should all let me know what you're thinking about all this crazy, exciting stuff. Not really any solidified info on what the Morse code actually is or what these crowns mean, but just juicy details, juicy things in the game, fun Easter eggs that the Brawl Stars dev team is placing in the game, potentially leading to something here in the near future. I'm so excited for these things to get a label on them, what they actually mean, and you guys definitely know we'll be covering all these things if we get any further information on these cool things in the game. But yeah, you guys, thanks for all tuning in to another episode of Brawl News. More to come in the future, and make sure to stay tuned for that Rogue Mortis skin giveaway coming tomorrow and me buying that skin and having fun with it. I cannot wait, guys. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. Again, thanks for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it, guys. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.